Hi everyone! So we're back, we're Mythic Gaming. We're doing some Oathbreaker tonight. This is round 2 of Oathbreaker. I'm Liz, and I will tell you a little bit about my Oathbreaker deck. So I have a very fun one. It's in Japanese, but I brought the English one just for clarification. So I'm playing Kiora Behemoth Beckoner as my commander, I guess you can call her. And then my signature spell is Double Major. So my goal is to make lots of creatures, lots of big creatures, copy the creature spells, make tokens of the creatures, and just make lots of mana, have lots of fun. So I will
Draw
pass
lots of cards with Kiora.
Yes, we're going to draw lots of cards, we're going to untap lots of permanents, we're going to have a good old time. So I'm going to pass it off to Sarah.
Hey, so I'm Sarah. I was on earlier tonight for the commander round. I am playing a borrowed deck from Darius over at Moxmania. This is actually my first time playing Oathbreaker, but I'm really excited. I know he built something really great. So my commander is Teferi, hero of Dominaria. And then my signature spell is Teferi's Protection. This deck is blue-white control, and there may or may not be a card that says you win the game on it. So, and I'll leave it there.
All right, I'm Oliver. I was on earlier and got crushed by Sarah's dinosaurs. They were
Big and
disastrous
scary.
and big and scary. I'm playing Liliana of the Veil today, so my goal is to make sure that nobody has cards to play with. So this is going to be interesting. Very
There's
interesting.
some Kiora hype for me.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
So I'm playing Saheeli, Sublime Artificer and Thoughtcast. This is an Oathbreaker-ified version of my Joyra commander deck. And so I'm hoping to draw a lot of cards to ignore Liliana's ability.
Oh no, you'll be punished for that too. There's punishment for everything.
Yeah, no one's going to escape the Liliana. Ooh, we didn't figure out who's going first, so we should do that.
We should do that.
Let's do that right now.
Oh, not me.
We're going to high roll. You got a 4.
7.
So beat a 7. Can I do
Beat a
it?
7. You can do it. Don't do it.
I didn't do it. So you two need to reroll.
6.
6.
All right, one more time.
Can we go for 3?
10.
9.
Oh,
All right, so
almost
first.
got 3. So Sam's going to start us off. Now we all need to figure out if we can keep our hands. Can I keep mine?
I cannot keep mine.
Oh, this is so strange. I almost don't want to keep my hand,
not
but I
keep
think I'm
mine.
going to keep it. It's not bad enough to chip, so I'm keeping. It's
Is this
just
still
fun.
one free mulligan like commander?
Yeah, well, on stream we have we want
Sure.
you to be able to play, so
Right.
like, I mean, don't abuse it, but like, mulligan until you have cards you can play with.
Right.
Because
But what is the format one?
It is multiplayer, so there's always one free mulligan.
Okay.
yes,
All right,
Sorry.
that's one lander.
so you got clarification.
Grab the next.
All right, I'll keep this.
All right, I got another one lander, so since we're here to have
gonna
fun,
need, like, a
I'll
lot
try
of-
for another.
Yeah.
I swear he put lands in
I
it.
swear there's lands in here. There's got to be, right?
Okay. Has everyone? kept or did
No,
you guys-
no.
Okay.
Sarah's still resolving.
I'm
her.
still resolving.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to keep a one land. That'll be very boring.
Yeah, I
so
wouldn't. Keep going.
We'll keep going. Okay, good enough.
Okay. So I will draw. Okay. Island. Chrome Mox. Imprint War of Invention. Mox Opal. Mishra's Bauble. Saheeli, probe, pay 2 life, make a servo. Probe will target you.
Okay.
So I get to see your hand and I draw a card. Okay. And then I'll cast Jeweled Amulet and make another servo. So for now, I have 2 servos. I have 5 here. And then I'll sack Mishra's Bauble to look at the top card of your deck.
You're welcome to.
And then
Hopefully
I'll
it's good.
pass and draw a card for the bauble.
Okay.
And
Untap a keep draw. I'm really mad because the thing I was gonna do would have been great.
is it Chalice
if
for 0?
No. I'm gonna play Breeding Pool untapped. No, it's a Mystic Remora. It would have been so nice if I had won the die roll.
Don't worry, you'll still draw plenty of cards next turn.
Sweet, I'm gonna pass.
I plan to cast Thoughtcast a few times.
Yes.
Okay. Well, command tower, go.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Swamp, and pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Alright. I will tap this for a blue to cast Thoughtcast. I make a servo.
You cast Thoughtcast,
I
do you
have-
pay the 4?
I'm going to be making like a lot of these very quickly.
Cool.
All right, so draw 2 for the Thoughtcast.
It's the most I can draw the speed of making them.
Play a land for the turn. So Thoughtcast now costs 7 minus 6 is 1. So I will cast Thoughtcast. I will not pay. I will make a servo.
I will draw.
So I have. I have 2 servos that don't have Summoning Sickness, and now 3 servos that do have Summoning Sickness. And I'll draw 2. Then I guess I will so now this costs 9, and I have 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. So it would cost 2 mana to cast. That might be a deal breaker. I will tap 2 mana to play Grinding Station.
Not
Trigger Saheeli, not
paying the
paying.
1, I will draw.
4 Summoning 6 servos. And then these 2 servos will attack you since you have all the cards.
Okay. I'll go to
Um,
16.
And then I'm done.
Okay, so I will untap upkeep draw. Oh, yes. Shoot. I should have done the bring my upkeep. That's fine. We will pay. Forest. Llanowar Elves. And then I will move to cleanup. I will discard a Dryad Arbor and pass.
On your end step, I'll do an opt. I'll bottom that.
You draw for the ops, so.
Oh, draw from the opt. Thank you. And draw for turn.
Oh, you opt. I draw from the opt.
Oh, you draw from the opt. Yep, you draw from the opt.
Was that my end step?
That was in your end step, yeah.
Okay, I do need to discard one more card. That matters. What do I want? I will discard an island.
Memorial to Genius, and pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Swamp. Yeah, we're gonna tap 2, Sign in Blood.
You don't have your
you pay the
need
one.
to
Oh,
have
that's
your
right.
Planeswalker to.
Forgot that.
You can't pay the 1 if you can't cast the spell.
It's 4.
That's 4.
Alright, well, yeah, then. Let's see, what's your Saheeli at?
5.
It only has minus abilities, right?
Yes.
He'll never minus it though.
Do you have a way to get rid of something?
That's good to know. I'll pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Untap. I now have 6 servos that don't have Summoning Sickness, and no other servos at this exact instant. I will draw. Okay. I'll cast Underworld Breach. I'll make a servo.
You're not going to pay?
I'm certainly not paying. I'm not
Okay.
paying for anything.
Okay.
Um,
Gotta ask.
yep.
I gotta
will
ask if you pay the 1. I'm the risk
Activate
studies
Grinding
player.
Station, targeting myself, sacrificing Mox Opal.
Okay.
I'll mill 3.
Mm-hmm. This is where we lose.
I will exile 3 to cast Mox Opal, making a servo,
I will draw a card.
untapping Grinding Station. I will tap 3 to cast Scrap Trawler, which does not
That is
trigger your thing
not
or my
a
thing.
non-creature.
That triggers Grinding Station.
Yes.
In response to the Grinding Station trigger, I'll tap Grinding Station to sack Mox Opal, targeting myself, to mill 3. And then the Grinding Station's untapped. And then I will tap Grinding Station again, sacrificing Jeweled Amulet to mill 3. Then I will exile
Let's see.
3.
It's a lot of lands that you exiled. Or not exiled, but that you milled.
Yes, to cast Mox
That's
Amber,
fortunate.
triggering Saheeli,
Yep.
making a servo, untapping
I
Grinding
will draw a
Station. Then I will tap Mox Amber for a blue mana. I have 1 blue mana. Then I will
Let's see.
sack this, mill myself for 3.
Okay. Just
Then
wondering if we're dead yet.
I will
Well, we're all still here.
Maybe the Sam will mill themselves and then we'll win.
exile 3 to cast Mox Amber, untap this, make another servo. You get to draw another card.
Yep.
And I will make another blue mana and mill myself for 3 more. Okay. Then I will play this, untap this, exile
I-
3
do I wanna draw?
things.
Are you at that point where it's
I'm at that point where I think I have everything I
Make
care to
another
have, so
servo.
I'm going, since it's a May, I'm not going to draw.
Sure. Tap this for a 3rd
I have
blue.
what I need, assuming I get another turn.
Grinding Station myself again.
It's not an infinite loop, but it's definitely an interesting loop.
Then I will
Oh,
exile 1, 2, 3
So you're
to
making
cast Amber. Get a
Not
servo. You
infinite
get another
mana.
card.
I do, but I'm not going to draw it.
Then I'll tap this to make a 4th mana grinding station myself.
The grinding station untaps when you cast
When I
an
play,
artifact.
when an artifact
Yes.
comes into play, then I'll cast this, exile these. Well,
Can I read this?
yeah. I guess I'll exile
Exile 3. Okay.
these to cast this again. Then I'll
You're digging, but I guess I'm not sure if we're just dead. You're just trying to present the death.
Yeah, you need 56
Use-
servos to have lethal, right?
2 mana to cast
58 because you have 2 blockers.
Thicker Wellspring.
I have 1 blocker.
So I have 2
Oh,
mana
just
left.
Servers have one.
Make
No.
a servo. No, they're just 1/1s. Untap this. Draw for Wellspring. Then I'll use the 2 blue.
I'm trying to figure out if I should
No.
be drawing more cards.
Tap this for a 3rd blue. Sack it to mill myself.
Are you running Seeds of Innocence?
This is gone. Cast this.
I wish I was. I think
Exile
today would have been a
3.
good day to bring it.
Get a servo.
You know what I wish I had done, even though
Tap
it's
for a
technically
4th
correct
blue.
because I wasn't supposed to see the card on top before playing this.
Hmm.
If I had just not played this, we would be in a much better position.
Oh,
Sweet
no.
tipped.
Like if I had not cumulative upkeep this.
I wish I'd had Leyline of the
Tap
Void.
grinding
just
station. Sack Mox Amber.
Everything is exile.
Mill
That would've
myself
been-
for 3.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Then I will exile 3 things to cast Transmute Artifact,
I'm gonna draw
sacrificing
off
Ichor
that.
Wellspring.
Ooh, this one sounds good.
Trigger Scrap Trawler to return Terrarian to my hand. This resolves before the Ichor Wellspring trigger happens. This is going to find Kark Clan Ironworks. I'll spend the 2 extra
Okay,
mana so it
there.
goes into play.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure the game's over.
This is in my graveyard. This is in my hand. Sack this for 2 colorless mana. Use 1 colorless mana to play Terrarian.
Oh.
Sack Terrarian for 2 colorless mana. Trigger Scrap Trawler to return this. Draw for Terrarian.
I could have stopped this if I had gone before you.
Yeah, I need my Dothy Voidwalker.
Play Mox Amber. Play Mox Diamond. Discard.
By the way,
Spell
chat,
and
this is turn
Untap.
3 for
This is
Sam, and
2
Sam
more
went
guys.
first.
Cast Mirror Retriever from my graveyard, exiling 1, 2, 3 things. And now I have Mirror Retriever, Scrap Trawler, KCI. Declare Spine of Ishza, sacrificing these 2. This for 8 mana, so I have 1 mana floating.
Okay,
This
play
comes into
that.
play.
I'm gonna
I'll
draw.
kill this.
Cool.
These Scrap Trawler returns Mirror Retriever. Mirror
Yep.
Retriever returns Scrap Trawler. Scrap Trawler's trigger on Mirror Retriever returns Mox Amber.
Yep.
And then I will play Amber.
Let's see
Go to 3 mana.
what's gonna get killed.
Play Scrap
next.
Trawler. Sack this. 0 mana. Sack
That's not what I'm
this.
guessing is
2
you're
mana. This
going
comes back
to-
to my hand, and this comes back to my
So
hand.
what you're trying to do now is destroy all of our
I've established.
permanents.
So yeah,
you've
basically,
established
I've established an infinite loop
Yes.
that lets me kill all your permanents and
Yes.
make infinite servos.
Yes.
And
And then
I will pass. You will all get 1 turn, and then I will attack
Yes.
all of you for infinite with infinite servos.
yes. So we're all very dead. He's basically the TLDR of that.
Yep.
So, do you want to go to
Someone got a 3 mana board wipe.
walk us through.
Well, you're gonna have no permanence going into your turn. It's a
That's
one-mana
fair.
blue.
Anyone
You
have?
should walk us through a little bit more
Yeah.
about, how you set up your loop, and then just kind of.
Okay,
That's
so
a good idea.
so-
Yeah.
We
okay.
got time to kill.
Okay, so the idea is Scrap Trawler and Mirror Retriever cost 5 total mana, and if they both go to the graveyard at the same time, then they can return each other. That's not a thing that can normally happen because I have to sacrifice them one at a time. However, while I'm casting a spell, I'm allowed to use mana abilities such as KCI to pay for that spell. Regardless of how much it costs, as long as it costs 1 or more, I can use the mana abilities any number of times. So I will declare a spell, like Terrarian or something, and then announce how I'm paying for it with KCI by sacrificing both of these cards. So when these die, they'll return each other, but Scrap Trawler will also see Mirror Retriever die, and Mirror Retriever will trigger to get another card from my graveyard. So the loop with just these two and a thing to cast costs 5 mana and gets a thing back. So I'm basically spending 1 mana to get a different card back. But a card like Terrarian that costs 1 mana nets me a mana off KCI. So that breaks even on mana and incidentally draws a card. This dying returns a 0 mana artifact like Mox Amber, which puts me at positive 3 mana each loop. So at positive 3 mana each loop, then I'm getting 3 mana every time I draw a card. The drawing a card part is theoretically detrimental, so I can, instead of using Terrarian as the spell that I'm casting, I can use Spine of Ishsaw. So with Spine of Ishsaw, as part of this loop, I'm spending 10, 12 mana, and I'm netting 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, but I also get a trigger from the Spine with the Scrap Trawler for the Mox Opal. So here, with this loop, when Mirror Retriever and when Scrap Trawler die, or when Mirror Retriever and Spine die, Scrap Trawler sees them die to return the 2 zeros. So these cards collectively can loop and generate 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, and cost 12. So I'm mana neutral on looping these cards, and the effect of looping these cards is that I get 1 Spine of Ishsaw trigger per loop, in addition to making many servos per loop. The 1 Spine of Ishsaw trigger per loop allows me to kill whatever permanents I want. And so this is the loop that I'm executing to kill all the permanents and make infinite servos without decking myself.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know KCI combos are very complicated, but you explained it like a pro, obviously. Like, as someone who's played the deck before, you've explained it very, very well.
I feel like Sam's played KCI more than a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have.
I have.
But
That was sweet.
yeah, no,
That was
this
cool.
deck is great. That was really cool to watch.
Death by servos.
Yeah. Death by Spine of Ishsaw?
Yeah.
I'm technically though, isn't it the servos dealing the damage?
Yeah, but the Spine of Ishsaw says we don't get another turn no matter what.
Well, I mean, you do
I mean, we
get a
do, but we
turn
don't.
Yeah.
Ooh.
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 Yeah.
On my turn, I would have duressed you.
Get him!
Guess I would have let you take the model rather than countering it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm upset that I paid for Mystic Remora because I drew Collector Oof and couldn't play it and was like, this is how I lose. Because that would have at least made it
Oh,
harder
that would
to do
have
this.
that would have done some things.
Yeah, that would have at least made you had to think about how you're gonna
Yeah,
kill
no,
this, and then you go on.
I would have had to just draw a bunch of cards and make a bunch of servos
Yeah.
and played a normal game.
Yes, this would have been a normal game of Magic. It was not a normal game of Magic. It was just KCI, and
Yeah.
KCI is KCI. But okay, we're done with round 3, and that was pretty quick. So we're actually gonna have a round 4. We're gonna showcase a couple more Oathbreaker decks showcase some of the ones you've already seen tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. So we'll see you in 5.